Hi everybody, good morning. Today is Wednesday, right? Yes, today is Wednesday. Yesterday I didn't vlog, however I did read. Just yesterday, I don't know, I was not in, first of all I couldn't vlog because I was at home and my husband was working. I couldn't film anything. Then in the evening I was tired, so yesterday I didn't vlog, but I did read. I finished this morning. Jiyong, born 1982. I am so glad that I read this novel. I gave it 5 out of 5. It's obviously a very feminist book. It very vividly paints the life of an average woman. In this book, a Korean average woman. So of course, like, there is a lot of Korean realities and like realities of Korean life. But at the same time, I feel like it applies to any woman in the world, because every woman in the world faces the same things with job and childbirth and taking care of children and taking care of the family and stuff like that. So I feel like it's relevant for every woman in the world, and it portrayed different situations which every woman faces in her life so vividly and so clearly, and it just so honestly shows how unfair those situations are, how certain treatment is unfair, even though it's very common, and it kind of becomes a common normal, you know, but at the same time this common normal is unfair. And so I really enjoyed this novel. I think it was really good. It feels a little bit like a non-fiction, because when she writes, she also kind of supports certain situation in Kim Ji-young's life by like numbers taken from statistics, numbers taken from certain articles and statistics that the author could find. So it also in a way reads like non-fiction. Like, for example, this is very common for Korean women, or this report said that such and such percentage of Korean women leave their work after childbirth, and so like she gives a lot of like facts, like just facts taken from statistics and different reports, which was also very interesting and really fascinating. So I would highly encourage you to read this book. It's really good, and also it reads really easily. Like, it reads super easily. I didn't have to push myself through, I didn't have to struggle anywhere. It's super easy to read, and it's such an important book, I feel like, in our time and age. So yeah, Kim Ji-young, born 1982, highly recommend it. I'm really glad that I read it. And then for my today's read, I will be reading The Island of Dr. Moreau by H.G. Wells, which I'm super excited about. I'm not a big reader of sci-fi, but I want to try. I'm not very much like into sci-fi, but still, you know, I want to kind of give this book a try because it's a classic, and also it just sounds very interesting, like a novel about this doctor living on an island trying to create the special breed of humans. Like, very interesting. So I want to give it a try. And also recently in one of my previous videos, some of you mentioned that you read this novel and really enjoyed it. So now I'm also very curious to try it, and also because it has been on my shelves on my TBR for very long, so now finally I will get to read it. Also, I still have my 20 pages of Don Quixote for today, which I will read now, and I am so happy to report I'm enjoying this book again. And yeah, it's a pleasure to read. So there was like a moment where I had to struggle a little bit, but now I am back. I am back to liking this book, and I am back to liking this story and the characters and everything that is going on. So yeah, I'm glad to continue with Don Quixote. And also I need to go to coffee shop and again study my Japanese, because soon my Japanese lessons will start. So I need to go and study. Okay, so now let's read Don Quixote. Hi everybody. So it's Monday evening. I just wanted to update you on my reading. I finished The Island of Dr. Moreau. I gave it 4 stars. Or I just gave it 4 stars because, like, it's just not a book for me again. It wasn't a book for me. I didn't enjoy it. Like, in terms of like my enjoyment of it, I would give it maybe 3 stars. Like, 3 stars for me is like something that didn't create any emotion, any feeling, that was just like like, you know, nothing. Like, nothing. I cannot say that I disliked it. I cannot say that I liked it. It was like nothing. Like, no emotion, no feeling. It's just not my type of a book, because I don't care for plots. Like, I don't need a plot. I don't like plot-driven books if they don't have characters, like interesting, well-developed characters whom I know well. And this book didn't have like really interesting and deep characters that I cared for. I didn't care for a single person in this book, and that's why I couldn't care less for whatever happened to them. So that's my experience with The Island of Dr. Moreau. I am actually a little bit disappointed, because I hoped I would like this book, and I hoped I would enjoy it, because the topic sounds so interesting, you know, when the person takes upon himself like the role of God and starts creating things, creating living creatures, giving them, well, not life, because they were alive, he was just like kind of, you know, making people out of them, but still he was kind of creating a new breed of humanity. It's kind of a role of a god, and kind of what it cost everybody, what it cost the scientist himself, Dr. Moreau, what it cost Montgomery, his assistant, what it cost to those creatures. Like, the whole idea was very interesting. I don't know, I just didn't really, I guess, enjoy the execution. I always want to know my characters. I always want to know like what's going on inside in their like minds, apart from like, I don't know, being scared or surprised with whatever they're seeing or participating in. You know, I always want to kind of know them as people. Only then I will care for whatever happens in the book. Didn't enjoy it as much. However, I remembered that Mikhail Bulgakov has a book. In Russian it's Собачье сердце. In English, I'm not sure. But if I translate word for word, it's something like A Dog's Heart. So, maybe it's the name. I should Google it, I'm not sure. I will put the picture of the book here if I find it, if it's translated into English. So, A Dog's Heart. And it's also about a scientist who was creating people out of animals. So I remember that Bulgakov has a book with a similar topic. And I want to try that. I want to read that. I feel like Bulgakov would be more personal, you know? I feel like Bulgakov would be more about like psychology and like, you know, humanity. I don't know, like what it means to be a human, you know? That's what I kind of expect him to be, because that's like Russian literature. That's what you would expect from Russian literature. That book reminded me of Собачье сердце. There is also a movie, actually, an old Soviet movie, but I want to watch, to read the book first and then watch the movie. You see, there is also always a good outcome out of things. You always find something positive. Hi everyone, it's Wednesday. I thought I would give you some update on my reading. Yesterday, actually, I did read some of The Sense of an Ending, but I didn't like read too much. I also was reading like this morning. Currently it's 12 a.m. So yeah, currently I'm like halfway through the book. See here. Yesterday, what I was doing yesterday, I was reading Don Quixote. I am enjoying this book at this point. I really am. I know some people on Discord mentioned that like they didn't really enjoy much the inserted kind of novellas that are stories of other people not really related to Don Quixote. In my case, I really enjoyed them, like both of them. I have currently read like just two, so the first and the second, and I really enjoyed both of them. So yeah, Don Quixote, I'm enjoying it currently. I'm currently on page 374, so here. I'm quite a slow reader. That's what I understand about myself. Like always, I have this very ambitious plans of like reading one book a day for a month or for a year, and then I realized that I'm actually a very slow reader. Like for example, 150 pages is kind of a lot for me for a day. Like I do not manage. Plus, if I also have like Don Quixote, so yeah, I'm not as fast a reader as I hoped I would be. I thought it's okay. it's okay. Also, I started an online course, which I'm trying to do like every day, at least a little bit. So that's what I'm also doing. And also my Japanese learning, which is also I'm doing a little bit every day. So that's why I'm not as productive with my reading as I wanted to be. But oh well. Oh well. It's okay. It's not like something depends on it if I finish this book or I don't finish this book. So that's why you're receiving less content now, because I'm also doing other things, and I decided like to take kind of everything, just chill and do, you know, the best I can. So yeah, I read Don Quixote yesterday. Actually, I read yesterday for 2 kind of days. So I read 40 pages because I am behind. And also, yeah, I hope today I will finish The Sense of an Ending. I'm actually enjoying it. I like being in the head of this man. He's very philosophical in a way, and I like his train of thoughts about like youth and how your life changes when you grow up, when you become already like a senior citizen, and like all of his observations about young people, about older people, elderly people, how they view lives differently, how they look at different people differently. It's very interesting, and I just enjoy being in his head. Actually, this book is not what I expected it to be, because in the end it says that like the memory can prove imperfect, it can always throw up surprises, as a lawyer's letter is about to prove. So I kind of had this idea in my head that maybe somebody would be suing him for something that he didn't remember he did in the past. I don't know. It's not that. I was wrong. It's not that. So the book is yeah, it's different from what I expected it to be, but I'm really enjoying it. I'm enjoying the main character, and I'm enjoying like his observations and his train of thoughts. So I hope I will finish it today, and when I finish this book I will finish this vlog because I want to start like the next vlog. I will show you the stack of books that is left for me. Obviously I will not be able to finish all of them, but at least I thought I would try and finish the shortest ones. So I will show you the books that I have left for like from my January TBR. See, here are the books that I have left. Actually the stack is not as big as it was at the beginning, so I'm not that upset. But you see, I still have the Cat, I still have Confession of a Mask. Confession of Moreau will be my next read. And then I have what is that? Ethan Frome, Roberto Bolaño will also be easy to read. Indian Legends, that I also something that I want to get to. And then Rain, Soft Rain, Han Kang. Also this book will be fast to finish. Also this book will be really fast to finish. So I hope to get to at least to the books that will be fast to finish. So these are my plans for the end of January. Also everyone, the 2 beauties for our next round have arrived. The Old Drift by Nam-Joo and The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexandre Dumas. I'm super excited. These beauties. Oh, I'm very excited. I really like them. Hi everyone. So, it is the evening of Wednesday. I have finished The Sense of an Ending by Julian Barnes. This book perplexed me. Like, the ending perplexed me. I feel like I expected something more that it gave me, but again maybe I misunderstood. At the same time, like after I finished this book, I found a very interesting blog where the author of the blog kind of explains the ending. He explains it the way I understood it, but then if you kind of look at the book that way, like there is a lot of questions, like why certain things happened. Like if you explain it that way, I personally had like a lot of questions. I didn't, for example, our main character is experiencing a lot of guilt, and if you explain the ending of the book the way the author of the article explains it and the way I at first understood it, like I couldn't understand why he is so guilty. honestly. Like he obviously has done something that is like not very good, but at the same time it's nothing terrible. And then I kind of scrolled down and there is a very interesting comment section. So in the comment section, people are suggesting their own ideas of like the ending and what actually happened in the book. And with that like comment section, I feel like I agree with like the people suggesting a different ending, like a different explanation of the ending. I feel like I agree more with them because like their explanations make more sense than like in certain behaviors of the characters. Some characters still like feel very like, there was a woman, Veronica, I just was like, woman, can you just talk? Can you just talk? Do you have to just kind of say one word and expect the man to guess? Can you just talk to him like honestly and straightforwardly and without being this like mysterious, not really saying anything and expecting to understand too much woman? So yeah, it was very interesting. This book is very interesting. And also like the main character, I really enjoyed the main character, Tony. I really enjoyed all of his thoughts about growing up and growing old, and all of his kind of observations about youth and about elderly people and just life observations. I really enjoyed being in his head. He is a very average, very like normal man. He is not very philosophical. He was trying to be philosophical when he was young with his friends. They were quite a pretentious bunch, but then he grew up out of it and he was just like a regular man, but he was an interesting man. So I really enjoyed reading about him. And then now that I read this other explanation, I was like, oh, so that's what happened. So yeah, I really enjoyed this book. I would highly recommend it. I was actually a little bit nervous to about picking this book up because I don't know, just for some reason I was reluctant to pick this book up. And now that I have read it, I'm really glad that I read it. And I will be reading it at some point. Maybe in a different edition with a bigger font. Because this font was kind of small. But yeah, it was great. The Sense of an Ending. Really enjoyed it. Okay, so now I will finally end this vlog here. Because, well, it's time to finally end it and upload it. And then start a new one. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my small, a little bit all over the place vlog. But anyway, I thought I haven't uploaded a vlog in a long time, and in this video I'm talking about 3 books. This vlog is a little bit all over the place. I will try to collect my thoughts tomorrow and film a better vlog tomorrow. And for now, yes, I hope you're having a very good day. Hope you're reading good books. Hope you're enjoying them. And yeah, I will see you in my next video. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.